Mem Dalid, Brochos, Mem Dalid, Amud Aleph, Mishnah. A vilafan of Maliach. Maliach Patchila, this is the Bach, says, adds bays there. So let's say they bring him some kind of salty sardine or herring, right, first, upas imo, along with some bread. So, Mavarch alam liach upoiters pas. So, the Tanakama here says, you make the bracha, shahakol, it patters the pas. Shahapas tfeilalo. The Mishnah seems to say that the bread is tofel to the maliach. Zeaklau, kol shu ikr, the imo tfeila. This is the general principle we've been learning. Whatever is considered the ikr, mavarch ala ikr upoiters tfeila, that patters the tfeila. Frank the Gemara, is there anything that is going to be subservient to pas? Even Maliach? Amarav Acha, Breder Gavir, Amaravashi. Be'ochle Peros Genosar. Peros Genosar were some special fruit that were very sweet, that the whole point was to eat the peros, but it was so sweet, like it was almost nauseatingly sweet. So they would eat some bread to sort of. Otherwise, it would be nauseous. You understand? But in general, really everything is tofel to bread, except this unusual peros genosar. When we would visit Rav Yochanan, lamechel peros genosar, to eat this special fruit, kiavinan be meya. If we came with 100 people, min katinan leilachot chad v'chad asara, they would give everyone 10. And if we came with asar, if we came with 10, maktin kol chad v'chad meya v'chol meya minayu. Have a marzak lutzina partlosa sabi, and it describes the power of this fruit in terms of. By the way, it was near Yam Kineret, and that was considered even more choshev than pas. And it would be able to satisfy. Your small amounts will be able to satisfy a lot of people. Umishtaba deloitam ziyuna. And it was as if you weren't be eating things that would nourish you. Frankly, more ziyuna salkadaitach elaima mezona means it provided mazon, just like when we normally eat pas. In fact, Ravo achal adav historically. Dudva mapuse. He would eat it until the flies would slip off of his temples or his forehead because he was shining so brightly from this fruit. V'rav ami v'ravasi avu achli adenisr mizayu. They would sweat a lot?
No, Ami and Ravasi would eat until their hair would fall out.
Their hair would fall out, right? The nosser would pull out, and Rav Shimon Lakish Av Achalad, the more he would get dizzy or nauseous, right? Rav Lav Yechel Rav Nesiya, Ba'Meshadle Rav Yehuda Nesiya, Ba'alushi Abasrei. If we'd see a lot of people coming, who might still at base say,
they would send the people to fetch Shimon ben Lakish and bring him home.
Because he had eaten the pears Ganister, he was like dizzy. He was like drunk.
Delirious.
So yes, they'd have to go out and get him.
I think today we're much more used to
Sweet fruit.
Sweet things. Back then, especially in the Middle East, I guess wasn't as much part of the diet.
Right? Kiyas Rav Dimi Omar Ir Achasaisul Yana Melech, Bahara Melech. Yana Melech was one of the Chashmonai kings, and he had a city in Hara Melech. Shayim Motzimi Menu Shishim Ribo Safle Torres. So Rivo is 10,000. So 60 times 10,000, 600,000. Safle Torres, sardines. Lekotetze Te'enim. He had people harvesting figs. And again, when you ate something sweet, they had to give you something salty, otherwise it was hard for you to eat it. So it means 600,000 sardines. He had so many workers, plucking figs. Well, because we just described, using like a little bit of guzma, like a little of exact. We told huge stories about these Peros Gator. So the Gemara is bringing other stories that seem maybe a little guzma. Again, he had one tree, Bahara Melech. The Har Melech was a place. They would find birds in that tree of 40 saw Berochos Daf every month. Again, it's a massive amount of birds that they would harvest from this tree. There was a city in Eretz Yisrael, Gufnis Shma, was named Gufnis. Shahi bo shmonim zugis, achim kohanim, nesun l'shmonim zugis achreis kohanis. There were 80 couples, male kohanim, who had married sisters
80
who were kohanim. Right, there were 80 pairs of brothers who would marry sisters. Not they wouldn't marry their sister, but
It would all be related.
they would all be related. Udbat karabonim yisurvad narda. Now in Bavel, that was in Eretz Yisrael, because the yichus was so much better. Udbat karabonim yisurvad narda v'lo ashku bar bante Rav Chizda dav v'nesibit Rami Bar Chama. They only found one pair. The daughter of Rav Chizda was a kohen who married the daughter of Rami Bar Chama, was a kohen. Umar Ukva Bar Chama, and I guess the Afa Gavdi Inu Havi Kahanta Inu Lo Havi Kahani. Even though the two sisters were Kohanot, but they were not Kohanim. So it means it was very rare, but Eretz Yisrael had it. Amar Rav. Kol Su'uda she'en bo melach, ain't a Su'uda. If you don't have salt at your Su'uda, it's not a Su'uda. Amar Rav Chia bar Ava, Amar Rav Yochanan, Kol Su'uda she'en bo srif, ain't a Su'uda. Srif is some kind of cooked,
soup.
oh yes, tav sheshish bo marek, soup. Right. Well, we don't have soup Shabbos lunch, so we have cholent instead. Okay.
You can have a fruit soup.
Ochel anavim u'te'enim v'rimoinim. So, what's unique about anavim te'enim v'rimoinim? They are fruit among the Sheva Minim that are praised about Eretz Yisrael. So here there's a machlokas. What bracha do you make after you eat those fruits? So according to Tanakama, Rabban Gamliel, mavarich achrei and shalosh brachas different Rabban Gamliel. You bench. You make a full Berachos Hamazon. Chachamim Omer, no. Bracha achas me'ein shalosh. You say an ala mechya. Rabbi Kiva Omer, afilu achol shlak. If you eat some kind of like vegetable, like kale, right, or some kind of vegetable, v'hu mezoinoi. But that's gonna what's filling him, and that's what his meal is. Mavar chalav gimel brachos. That's the third sheet. Now, Ashrei Samayim Letzamoy, if you drink water for your thirst, Mavar Shakli Bidvaro. That's how we paskin. So, for example, let's say you drink water because you need to swallow something. You wouldn't make a shackle on that.
Like a pill.
Yeah, like a pill, or you want to clear your throat. It's not for because you're thirsty. There's no shackle made for that. Rav Tarfon Omer Boren Nefoshes Rabbis for Chesroinon. He held that was the bracha that you make before, but we of course make that bracha afterwards.
If you do it, it's not an extra mitzvah.
Say it again.
If you do shakar,
No, it's just the opposite. Just the opposite. Just the opposite.
Really?
It's just the opposite. When we're told the dinim of what you make brachas on, if it's not necessary, it's not necessary. And therefore, if you make it, it might be a problem. My time at Rav Gamliel. Rav Gamliel said you make a full birchas hamazon after eating figs or dates, Eretz Yisrael dika fruits. T'chsiv eretz chito se'ora, u'chsiv eretz asher lo b'miskenu tochal b'lechem. So there's like a hekesh between u'chsiv achalta v'savata v'rachtas Hashem l'lecha. So there's a connection between the fruits and lechem. But Rabbanan says once you said that other pasuk of eretz asher lo b'miskenu, it's hifsika inyan. It's a new subject matter. It's not connected. I Rav Gamliel nami eretz hifsika inyan. Doesn't Rabbi Gamliel hold that it's hifsika inyan? Ahu mebaya, ahu meboyle, he needed it, l'me'ute, hakoise is achita. For example, if you chew wheat, you don't eat bread, but you eat wheat, so we don't bench for that.
When you eat, what do you call it, wheat germ? Is that wheat?
I think it's going to be the same as a koises as achita, which since it's like chewing wheat, and that's like a boy priyadama. It doesn't get the elevated bracha of a moitzeh lechem. I'm Rav Yochanan bar Yidi, I'm Rav Chanina. Kol shu mechamesh amini. Betchila, mevarch alav boim minim
weeds.
So anything that you eat from 5 grains, right? The 5 grains that you make some kind of cookie or any kind of dish from the 5 grains, cereal. So you make a boim minim zoynes. Ulavasoif bracha achas mein sholish, and if say yala mechia. Amar bar Mary Amar Yeshua ben Levi. Kol shu meshivas aminim betchilim mevarch boy priya eitz. And if it's one of the fruits within the Sheva Minim, right, you make a boy priya eitz like dates or grapes or figs. Ulvasoif brachachas mein sholish, then you make an alamichya. Amalei abayla Rav Dimi, my niu. Of course, we paskin like all of these halachas. We don't paskin that you bench, right? What is brachachas mein sholish? Amalei. So aperi, you say the eitz. Aperi the eitz. You say ala eitz val priya eitz. So here's where we get the nusach. We say period. So that's the bracha on the payros. Now, what if you eat a cookie, right? You say ala michya ve'ala kalkala, right? Not ala peiros, al priaretz, right? Vatnuvas asadeh v'chulei, the same nusach that we said for the other. V'choisem, how do you conclude? Baruch atah Hashem, ala aretz v'ala michya. Now, michtim by chosim, how else are we going to finish up? Ki osra dimi amarav chosim barosh chodesh. Baruch Mekadosh Yisrael v'Rosh Chadoshim. So you notice we put 2 things together. We say Mekadosh Yisrael Rosh Hachamai. So here, what if we put 2 things together? So Rav Chizda Amar Ala Aretz Val Peiros Seha. Rav Yochanan Amar Ala Aretz Val Peiros. Rav Avraham Lo Pligi Halon, but it depends. If you were in Bavel, if you were in Bavel, you said Peiros Seha. But it's not our fruits; it's their fruits. And if you're in Eretz Yisrael, you said you would say ala aretz v'ala peiros.
For example, for example, grape juice, it makes a difference not where you drink the grape juice, but where the grape juice is from. As an example, when it comes to ala mechia,
If it's from Israel, as opposed to...
it's relevant.
If it's peiros, if it's made in Eretz Yisrael.
Yeah, and then they have in the bottom over there, like we have, like for the kids, we have like a big one.
really?
So.
Okay, we'll have to. I didn't see that brought down, but it could very well be. So from the Gemara, it seems it depends where you are, right? More, it seems like we who are in Bavel, if we made the bracha, we would say ala aretz v'al peiros seha, and at first we make the same bracha even though the dates don't come from Eretz Yisrael. We buy dates from Palm Springs, right? We still make an ala mechia on it because it's a type of fruit that is mentioned in that pasuk for Eretz Yisrael. So Masker Rav Nachman Yitzchak Inu Achli, understand. They eat Vanan Mavarchin, Ela Epech, they have to switch it. Rav Chizda Amar Ala Aretz Vala Peiros. Rav Yochanan Amar Ala Aretz Vala Peiros Seha. Rashi, Vanan Mavarchin Al Peiros Seha, Eretz Yisrael L'chudei Koi, Vanan Ma'chinim Minayin Mavarchin Alayim. What, we're not eating from those parents of Eretz Yisrael, yet we make a bracha on it? So our nusach is ala aretz v'ala peiros. We don't say peiros seha. If you see our nusach of ala mechia is like that nusach. I don't know if he's like Bardimi or Rabbeinu. Oh, no. I'm going to
On the base.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah. Now we're on Mem Daled Amid Beis. Okay. I don't know if he's like Bardimi or Rabbeinu. Ala beye, eggs, v'almine kufra, meat, v'tchil mevarch shahakol. Uvasov born nefashos rabbis, right? And at the end of the bracha afterwards is born nefashos. Aval yerokolo. So, but if you make a bar pri adama, you don't make a born nefashos afterwards. However, yisokam afilu yeroko, even after vegetables. It's our halacha. We say a born nefashos after whatever we eat. Shahakol. I mean, whether we eat, whether we make a shahakol, make a bar pri adama, you make a born nefashos afterwards. And on fruit that don't come from Eretz Yisrael, you also make a born nefashos. right? If you eat an apple, or you eat a pear. Amamaya lo, but not after water. Right? We make a burning flushes even after water. That's how we pass it. Marzutra Ovid Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi, right? Marzutra made like Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi. Rav Simi bar Ashi Ovid Rav Yitzchak. How are you going to remember that? Simonech Chad Ketrei Utrei Kechad, right? The person with two names, right? Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi. Excuse me. Marzutra is one name, one from two, and Rav Simi bar Ashi is two from one. Rav Yitzchak. That's just a mnemonic. How do they remember that? Om Rav Ashi. Ana mi zimna dechi matkarinan avidna kakulu. As long as I remember, I do like all of them. Which means he makes a burden of flushes after everything. It's none. Says in the Mishnah, Kol sheton bracha la'achrav, ton bracha lefanav. Any bracha, anything that you make a bracha on that has a bracha afterwards, you make a bracha before. However, yesh ton bracha lefanav, ve'ein ton bracha la'achrav. There are things that you make a bracha before, there's no bracha afterwards. No, I understand. Bishmor Yisuk Bav Dimi Lafuke Yeroka. So now we understand. It makes sense the way Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi learned, because he excluded vegetables that there's no bracha afterwards. So that's why there's a Mishnah that says there's an example, somebody make a bracha before, nothing after, must be vegetables. And Rav Yitzchak Lafuke Maya, right? Each one of those, he said there's no bracha afterwards, water. So each one of those mandramim fit the baraisa that said there's an example of something that you make a bracha before, nothing after. El Rav Papa, Lafuke Maya. El Rav Papa, Lafuke Mai. But Rav Papa, who said I make it after everything, what is he excluding? Lafuke mitzvahs. So for example, if I make al natilas lulav, any bracha that I make before a mitzvah, there's no bracha afterwards. So that's how Rav Papa learned. However, in Eretz Yisrael, after they put on their tefillin and they took it off, so there were places that they made brachas even after mitzvahs. So now, how do we find a case in the Mishnah to fill afuke ma'ila, afuke reichni? So brachas that you make for smell. When we say bor minei b'samim, there's no bracha. There's no after bracha for smell. So that's the only example that we have of a bracha that you make before, you don't make after. Rav Yanai, Rabbi, kol shu kebeitza, beitza tova mimena. That means an egg. There's nothing better than an egg, a cooked egg. Kiyasa Ravin Amar tova beisa megulgulasa. An egg is better megulgulasa meshisa kaisi sosa than like six portions of flour. A cooked egg is better than any kind of 4 dishes, cooked dishes. And an egg is better than anything except for meat. I guess they understood that it was in the same category of protein. It's a good protein. And Rabbi Kiva Amar Filo Achas Shlak. If you ate this, even if you ate vegetables and it filled you up, you bench. Can that serve as mezoinas for you? Amar Vashi, yeah. Biklachshel kruvshan. That's a cabbage. I guess that was a very filling vegetable. Now we're going to get a whole list of things that are good for our health. Tchol, eating spleen. Yafel lishinayim. It's good for teeth. Oh, yeah. However, kosher l'vnei me'ayim. It's bad for your intestines.
Bad for what?
Your intestines. Kreishin, like watercress or leeks. Kashan l'shinayim, bad for your teeth. V'yafel l'vnei me'ayim, good for your intestines. Kol yerek chai, raw vegetables, moirig, turns you green or yellow. V'chol cotton, anything that you eat that is small, maktin, makes you small.
Are leeks good for urinary tract? Leek. Just curious.
That's a good one. V'chol nefesh, anything that you eat, like from a live animal, meishivas nefesh, sort of revives the nefesh. V'chol karav l'nefesh, anything close to a living thing, also is meishivas nefesh, also helps. Kruv lemazon, right? Cabbage is good, fills you up. Utredin, what is trick? Watercress? What is beets?
Beets.
Huh?
Yeah, beets.
L'refua is healthy, is for health. Oil labayis Shahalefes oiveres b'soichlei.
Turnips.
Woe is the house that the turnip is inside the
That's
house.
very negative. Turnips.
Something that you dip. A turnip is a vegetable.
A vegetable.
Sometimes you put in the soup.
You should.
Okay, this is a price that we just quoted, and we're gonna. What time is it? We have a few more minutes.
4 more minutes.
Okay. Amar Mar, Tchol Yafeli Shinayim, B'Koshel V'nei Meyayin. We said eating spleen is not good for your teeth or for your intestines. Maita Kante, how do you correct it? Nilasei V'nishte, you should chew it,
And spread it out.
and spit it out. Creation, leaks. Koshel Shnav Yafeli V'nei Meyayin. Maita Kante, how do you thick it? Lishkelinu V'livlin, you should swallow it. Cook it and swallow. I mean, cook it well and make sure you swallow it. Kol yerek chai moirik. Raw vegetable it makes you like for greened. Amar Yisuk besuda rishoina shel achar hakozet. That's if you eat it after bloodletting. V'amar Yisuk lo oichel yerek kodem arba shoyz. If you eat vegetables before 4 hours in a day, also l'saper menu. You can't speak with him. He'll have bad breath. My time is shumreicha because of his breath. V'amar Yisuk also lodem sheyochel yerek chai kodem arba shoyz. You shouldn't eat raw vegetables before 4 hours of the day. They were sitting and eating. They brought raw vegetables. They ate. They asked him, why aren't you eating? Because of the word of Rav Yitzchak that if you eat raw vegetables before 4 hours in a day, also but I do eat. I guess it's not a problem. I hold like the other Rav Yitzchak. Rav Yitzchak also allowed him because the other two ate said we eat. So he says he holds like the Rav Yitzchak that the 4 hours, if you eat it 4 hours, it's a good problem. Okay, we'll stop here, and we'll